Okay, the next skill is looking at converting percentages to fractions. It's a fairly straightforward one, so we're just going to do one skill on this. And the way we do that is just by writing it as a fraction out of 100 and then simplifying. There are some areas where it can cause some complexity, but we'll have a look at those now. So the first of those, 15%, that just means out of 100. So we simply write it as out of 100. 15 out of 100. We're then just trying to simplify. We know that 5 goes into both the top and the bottom. Divide them both by 5. 15 divided by 5 gives me 3. 100 divided by 5 gives me 20. So 15% is the same as 3/20ths. For the next one, 125% is 125 out of 100. I can simplify that. In fact, I know that 25 goes into both of them. 25 goes into 125 5 times. Over 25 goes into 100 4 times, it gives me 5 out of 4. The question may ask you to give it as a mixed number. If it does, 5 out of 4 is improper, so it gives me 1 whole and 1/4. The last one, 0.2%. Well, that's a bit more difficult. So I'm going to write it as a decimal within a fraction. We don't normally really like that, but it helps us here. So I've got 0.2 out of 100. That's not a proper fraction. So I'm going to need to get rid of that decimal point. Well, the way I'm going to do it is by timesing by 10. If I times by 10, the 0.2 becomes 2. So it becomes 2 out of, I've got to do the same to the denominator, times it by 10. Gives me 2 out of 1,000. Actually, I can now simplify that because both of them are even. So it gives me 1 out of 500. So 0.2% is the same as 1 out of 500. Okay, pause the video there. Write down the worked examples and then try the questions yourself. Okay, so here are 9 questions. Questions 1 to 4 are fairly simple standard questions. Questions 5 and 6, they're more than 100%. I'd like you to give those answers as mixed numbers, please, so with a whole number part and with a fraction part. Questions 7, 8 and 9, you are going to need to put them as a decimal within a fraction, multiply by 10 to give them a fraction out of 1,000, and then simplify. Okay, pause the video now, give them a go, and then we'll mark our work. Okay, brilliant. So here are the solutions. Hopefully everybody was fine with questions 1, 2, 3 and 4. Notice that when you go back to your percentages over 100, your 100% equated to your 1 with your 50% as a half. Here you've got your 800% is your 8 wholes, and your 20% gives you your fifth. Questions 8 and 9 were quite complicated because there's a lot of simplifying to do at the end. It's not easy simplifying because there's lots of dividing by 2 to get to your answer of 38 out of 125 and 19 out of 125. Give yourself a mark out of 9. If you need any further assistance on this topic, please take a look at Hegarty clip number 82. Well done.